Thank
Like
you, thank you.
how was it? How was it playing against Messi, playing against Barcelona, playing against Real Madrid? Like,
Yeah, those experiences were bad because the teams that you've been watching since young, bro, and yeah, man, you've been watching them since young, and you're finally playing against them, and like you come against. I was against Marcelo, innit?
yeah, yeah.
And I was just tackling him and pressing him and trying to get the ball off him, trying to beat him 1v1.
Yo, guys, welcome back to the Beyond Football podcast. I'm really excited for the conversation we're about to have. We got a rising baller on here. This guy has played against Messi. He's played against people like Sergio Ramos. He's played internationally for England as well as USA. So I'm really excited to get into the behind the scenes of that and just show you guys who he is beyond football. So yeah, thanks for jumping on, Yunus.
It's nothing, man. It's always nice speaking to you, bro.
Come on, man. So now, I know people want to know like where did it all begin for you? Like from going like where did it all start? Was it always a dream?
Yeah, well, yeah, like back in Italy where I used to live when I was younger, I was just playing for fun all the time, playing with my brothers, and his friends. They were older than me in it, so it was quite tough playing against them, but it was still fun. We played for so many hours in the summer and stuff, and like I played for a local team in my town, and I was looking up to the first team players there, and I wanted to be like them,
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
to be like them one day, and that's all I knew back then. So, and then moved to UK and luckily started playing with a Sunday League team, and then luckily got scouted for Arsenal,
Yeah,
and
nice. How old were you
started from there.
then?
When I got scouted,
Yeah.
I was nine.
Oh, nice. So, so you're in the academy system from a young age. So what? You were a baller back then, like that?
Nah, not even like it was such a shock. It was such a shock to me. Like there was some good players in my Sunday League team, and I just played like 2 matches. I was new. I came from Italy. Like I played 2 matches, and then I got scouted in it, and like
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't even know how it worked in England. How he got scouted and all of that stuff. I didn't know. So like, a guy just came up to me and said, just come and try on that. And yeah,
No, that's
man, it
mad
was
still. They've seen something
yeah,
in you and clearly was
yeah,
the
yeah.
right thing, innit?
I
So
think it was the manager of the Sunday League team actually that contacted the scout to come and watch it.
mm,
And yeah, man, it's yeah the steps that you take to when you look back is some mad steps, man.
it's mad, innit? Where it will start is.
Yeah.
What position were you playing back then? Were you still a CM?
Back then,
Striker,
I think
innit?
I was playing. I think playing in the middle and on the right, innit?
Okay.
Seven aside. There was seven aside. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's
man.
mad. So how was it like? Obviously you move countries now and you're in like one of the best academy systems at a young age. Like, how was it like going through that academy system, especially like at a young age and that?
Yeah, going through that, I wasn't one of the best. I came in at 9, and these guys were doing like mannequin drills and stuff, and like I was sloppy on the ball, and on the pitch I was sloppy, losing a lot of silly balls and that. But I was just working hard, and I was enjoying football. So when you enjoy it, you really work hard at it, and you just improve like that, really. And
Yeah,
went through the academy system, and each year it got tougher, I guess.
yeah, trust. But you see, like when you move countries and you move to England for football and stuff, and you got scouted now, like, did you like? Was that your end all? Was that like a clip for you where you're like, oh, yeah, this is all I want to do. I just want to become a footballer. Or did you have like any other interest?
Nah, not yet. When I was when I was like 9 and that, I didn't have any other interests, but like I loved football and I just wanted to play football, right?
Yeah,
But I wasn't thinking about becoming professional. I was just like after school, like yeah, I got training. I can't wait to go training.
yeah, yeah.
That's all I was. That's all that was in my head. I wasn't thinking about making or anything, you know.
Just
And then
enjoying
obviously
it,
as the
innit?
yeah, man. And
Yeah.
then I don't know when it clicked, but I don't know, man. Must have been under 13s, under 14s, like when you started seeing the olders going to like England camps and that, it
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
wow. Well, I want to do that as well, man. I want to do that as well. So I need to work hard and be like them. So yeah, man.
yeah. Trust. So what? So obviously going through the Arsenal academy from that nine and that like you said like you weren't the best in that. So when did it click? When did you start becoming shining and like playing up the ages and that?
So like under 12s, I had a nice season. Under 13s, I had a shaky season, and was on the bench and that. And then under 14s again, had a really good season. And that's the under 14 season was the season where I started playing off the ages and that.
Yeah,
And that was really good, man. That was pretty fun. I was playing my age group, I was playing with the elders, and yeah, that was amazing. Playing like you love playing with the elders, man. It's where you want
yeah,
to be.
yeah. People your age look at you different then, innit?
Yeah, they do, yeah. And obviously everyone, they're your friends and they're happy for you, but like they also want to be there, don't they?
Yeah, trust me.
Of
No,
course,
it's mad.
it's
It's
like
mad
that.
cool. So obviously, like from like your like family point of view, like moving to the UK at a young age, getting scouted like straight away, and that did you like once you got to that big club Arsenal, did you have any like pressure from them to make it or anything like? Were they like pushing you to like, oh yeah, football? Since obviously you scouted for such a big academy and everything.
Yeah, no, my parents just made sure I was still focused in school and I wasn't getting carried away. My parents are really humbling, they really humble me and they don't really let me get carried away. So they didn't really make football a big thing, they didn't make it a big thing until it got serious.
Yeah, yeah,
But before that, they didn't really make it a big thing. And then also when I got to like 14, they realized, okay, you must understand that um, he needs to be serious in school and etc. And then that's when they're like, okay, they were pushing me harder. In like they weren't pushing me in football. Like they've never pushed me in football.
yeah,
They're just like after a game or something, they'll be like, oh, unlucky or stuff, or like well done, well done, well done, keep going, keep going, keep going. But they weren't really telling me like you have to, make it and that.
yeah, yeah.
Always pray.
That's
They're
good.
always praying for me because that's what
Yeah,
I wanted, isn't it? That's what
yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted. There was so yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Because obviously, there's some guys that are in the system that, from a young age they get pressured and that, or
Yeah,
like,
man, we've all seen it, man.
yeah. So obviously having that, support is good, man. But I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like,
we've all seen that.
do you feel like being in the academy system from a young age, did it prevent you from like enjoying your childhood from a step to an extent, like experiencing what like your friends outside of football were experiencing and stuff like that?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. When I was, yeah, man, throughout the whole secondary school, I wanted really to be out with my friends and that, innit? Like
Yeah,
after school, chill with them and stuff. But my parents would be like, "No, you have to be home straight away," and that, like curfew and everything.
yeah, yeah,
Like training days, I'll go home by myself. Like, cool, I've got training in it.
yeah,
But on the days I didn't have training, I wanted to chill and that, but I wasn't allowed. And you know how London is as well. It's a bit rough sometimes. They
yeah,
didn't want to. They didn't want me getting into trouble. And yeah, I really like. Sometimes I felt like I wanted to be with my friends and I couldn't. And that's the part where I didn't. It wasn't the nicest part, but when you look
mm,
back, it was worth it. You get me?
yeah. Word, you're reaping the results now. Flipping playing against
Yeah,
Messi,
yeah.
innit?
Yeah, man.
No, it's mad. So obviously you're going through the ranks at Arsenal. Now you get international call-ups. I remember our first. You were at we both went to the same camp for England and
Mm.
that. And yeah, you just kept getting called up. Basically, one of the main players in that. Like, how was that process? Like, how was that? Like, how do people see you after that? Like, outside of football, at the club, at Arsenal, and everything.
Yeah, at the club, like I felt like I was I was getting respected more, and that was nice. But at the same time, I wasn't a person that would, if you wouldn't know that I played for England, Arsenal, like
Mm.
I didn't really care about telling people, I
Yeah,
just wanted
yeah,
to do well on the pitch. So yeah, I definitely noticed a bit more respect, but yeah, that's it really. And then yeah, it was a shock to me sometimes when I was always getting called up to the England camps, because I remember my first camp you went to as well, Loughborough, like so many good players. I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
this is
yeah, trust me.
such a high level, man.
Trust
Such a
me.
high level. And it was crazy. And yeah, I guess whatever the manager saw in me, yeah, I did well because I had a good attitude. I was working hard and I applied myself in it. So
Literally, yeah, that's good, man. That's basically it shows like what those three things can actually like help you achieve from the levels that you've achieved now, innit? So that's good to hear, man. So like what's interesting is like when did the so obviously you came up through the ranks of Arsenal. When did the Puma sponsorship come into play? Because
Puma, when I was 14,
yeah,
my agent that my family's been friends with for a long time because we came from the same place in Italy, right?
yeah,
Yeah, he had a contact with Puma, and he felt like it was the right time to introduce it to me because he could have introduced it whenever he wanted, right? But yeah, he introduced it to me when I was 14, and I was so happy to sign it, man. That really helped me out. Like before I signed the contract at Valencia, I didn't buy any clothes outside, man. I was getting
yeah,
everything from
yeah,
Puma. I was like, you know me, like before I was
yeah.
just wearing
Trust.
Puma, innit? Come on, man. Like I didn't have money or anything. And like Puma helped. Like I could get any clothes and stuff, and it was really nice.
Yeah,
And also a story that my brother told me was that I had offers from other sponsorships as well, like Nike and Adidas, but he felt that Puma was more humbling, and
yeah, yeah.
more and like remember I was the only player wearing Puma.
With Puma in it, people were buying it. I remember England.
Remember, remember,
Yeah,
man. Remember, like everyone was like, "Why are you Puma that? Why Puma?" I
yeah.
enjoyed it. I liked it, man. It was my style,
Nah, yeah,
and
that's sick, man.
yeah, that's the story, man.
Now Puma's blowing, in it? So
Exactly.
well, it's good, man. It's mad because
No,
obviously, not many people like for you to get sponsored at such a young age. Obviously, the guys, who go through the academy system, the guys who get sponsored at age, everyone's just always looking at raw, like these guys are different with it. So obviously, get that like experience of how it actually felt. Like it's mad, bro.
yeah.
So like going through the ranks, playing for Arsenal, playing for England, on the 15s, 16s, like come to the time to go full time with football. Like, so like what swayed your decision to obviously leave the club, Arsenal, to go to Spain, go abroad for football at a young age?
Yeah, well, I've never had a problem with being abroad, because I've moved countries before. But so under 16 season, I was playing up with the 18s and playing cup with the 16s in it, and that was a really nice experience playing with the 18s. The manager had trusted me playing with them and stuff, and yeah, I just felt like I needed the new change. Like, I felt like at Arsenal, I couldn't make that step because of a few reasons.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
the noise. So yeah, at Arsenal, I didn't feel like I could make that step into the first team at the time I wanted to, because I felt like I could make it one day at Arsenal, but not at a young age. And I was seeing that I had the potential to make it at a young age, and
yeah,
but luckily Valencia had the plan for me to join the first team young and start learning and stuff, and that opportunity just like was a no-brainer for me to go there and do that, and
yeah,
it wasn't like them clubs that sell you fake promises. They actually had a nice plan for me,
yeah.
and
Plan in the pathway.
I'm so yeah, and I'm so glad it worked out. Even though it wasn't hard, I mean, sorry, even though it wasn't easy,
Yeah, yeah.
even though it wasn't easy, it worked out in the end, man.
No, that's great, man. Like it's so like humbling and proud. Like for me, seeing you obviously, playing first team Valencia, playing against the likes of Messi and that, like I can always claim that I've played with you in it. So
Yeah,
crazy in it, like how
yeah, man.
everyone's just doing their thing and that.
It's
But
really nice seeing. It's really nice.
Yes, but like, how was that? The transition from English football to Spanish football and that.
Yeah, it was different. Like I I felt like I was one of the most physical players in the league and stuff, but I wasn't like the smartest or the most technical, So I had to improve in that sense, And
Yeah,
also in training and stuff. Over here, we do so many possession things that like I struggled with at the beginning, maybe still now, and yeah, you have to move the ball quickly and stuff like that, and they insist that a lot. And
yeah,
I feel like, yeah, I've really had to improve that side of my game, and I'm still improving it slowly, because I'm not really that good at it yet. And I feel like, yeah, definitely sharper technically. That's where I had to really improve on.
So what do you think the Spanish league is harder, easier than the English league, the system, the way they play and that?
Well, I haven't played in the Premier League, isn't it? But going from
Like
academy
18s and
football,
23s, like
yeah.
how does it
No, I feel like
compare?
playing in a B team in Spain is harder than playing 23s, and that was also one of the decisions that helped me move, because playing in a B team in Spain, you're playing in a men's league, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like when you play Checker Trade Cup and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're playing that every week, in the
Oh,
B
makes
team.
sense.
So like you're already playing professional like men's football, preparing you for the first team,
Yeah,
and playing against people that if they get relegated, like they're not getting money, bro. So
yeah,
they have
yeah.
to stay in that league, and that also makes it tougher. There's so many games that are like 1-0 because they'll score a goal and they will not let you concede. They'll let you score, bro. They'll
Yeah,
score against you, and you'll not be able to score against them no matter what. I'm telling you.
yeah, yeah. So what? So like 23s and the B team football out there, it means more. So it
Yeah, yeah,
gets you ready for the real game. Yeah, that's really good,
yeah.
to be fair.
Like 23 is right now. It's mostly 19-year-olds and stuff, and
Yeah,
playing in the B team, you're playing against people that are like 33 and that, man. It's
yeah,
mad.
yeah. That's really good, man. So obviously,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
point of you, moving abroad for football, like, did you have any other interest, or you were just like, nah, I'm just gonna focus on football entirely at this point?
Sometimes I wish I had another interest, because
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes I just get bored at home and I just want to do
yeah,
something
yeah.
else.
And that's
Yeah, man. But
that's like what
I
I'm
love
trying to.
football, innit?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I love football, bro. I love it, but I want to have something else as well, because like you can't just have one thing, can you? Like
yeah.
it's
Word.
not, it's not great. And but yeah, like going up the ages and stuff. The way your teachers always ask you about Plan B and all of that. Like
Yeah, yeah,
I love football so much. I didn't have anything in my mind, and luckily, like it worked out for me, and
yeah. Word.
hopefully keeps working out, man.
Word. But that obviously that's the aim of obviously this podcast and that just giving you guys an insight into the who people like you are beyond football and just raising awareness for the importance in it. So that
Yeah, man.
obviously, who are you beyond football? Like if football was to be taken away, like
Bro, what the hell? What would I do, bro? See what I mean?
yeah,
It's
no,
mad. It's mad.
but the thing is like that's why I want to have these conversations like because it's important because I feel like like God forbid, but like big injuries, stuff like that. It's important to have that identity beyond that you enjoy because then I feel like it helps with
Yeah,
football as well. Plus, it like sets you up for your future as well, isn't it?
yeah. Like thinking about future. One day, like you're retired and that. Like I'm thinking, like, what am I gonna do, bro?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think sometimes I just think like, what am I gonna do, bro? So yeah, I am thinking about it. I am thinking about it. It's hard to think about because I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I'm interested in. But yeah, like once football's done, like it's important to have something and have a passion and something that I'm as passionate as football as.
yeah. Word. So what? But like, what are your hobbies and that?
So finish training and I'm home at like 2,
Yeah, them ones.
and then yeah, I sleep and Because I'm tired, innit? I sleep. Bro.
Why are you
I have to.
laughing?
I have to sleep. I have to sleep, bro.
Yeah. Word.
And
After
then I
training,
wake up
nap,
and
innit?
yeah, man, I wake up and eat some like snacks in it, and then after I eat some snacks, it depends. I might watch Netflix. I might play on the PS4. Might go out with my friends. um, yeah, man, depends really.
Yeah,
So, but it's nothing. It's nothing. What's it called? What's that word? It's nothing productive. You get me? That's the annoying part.
yeah.
Feels like time wasted, man. I want to do
Come
something
on.
productive.
No, I hear it.
And
Like
but
I
like,
feel the same way. Like on off days and that, like you feel like you have bare time in the day.
yeah, man.
Like sometimes I even hate off days because it's like if you wake up early, then you deep that raw. Like there's so many hours in the day for us to
Yeah,
do stuff, to be productive with stuff, you know. So, and a lot of people think footballers don't have time, that all they should do is focus on. But as you said, you know, like after we get back from training, you know, early afternoons, like we have the whole rest of the day in it. So
mm-mm.
that's why I'm trying to, you know, highlight and just emphasize, you know, that we can do more productive stuff with our time and that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, but after some days, I do some stuff related to football again. You know,
Yeah.
to help me, like
Like
some gym and
discipline
that.
and that.
Yeah, man. But again, you know, it's all football.
Yeah, word, man.
But
But
yeah,
it's just obviously it's good to have these conversations to obviously think about that, because that is like the start of it, innit?
mm-hmm. Start talking about it and seeing, you know,
Exactly. But
what
like
you gotta
you
do.
see, obviously, you know, so you're playing for the B team and that. So how was the step up from, you know, English football, playing for the B team and then playing for the first team of Valencia? Like, how was that?
Yeah, it was a bit. I expected it, but I didn't expect it like that. You know, because my first season in Valencia, I was playing for the B team and all of that, and then all of a sudden I wasn't really playing. I was underperforming, and then started dropping sometimes with the under 19s,
Yeah.
and then before COVID, I started doing really well again with the B team, and then after that came the my second season in Valencia. Pre-season, I got called to do the pre-season on the first team,
Yeah.
and I was 17 at the time, and I was like, yeah, man, this is my chance. Like this, I got to do the best I can. You know, if it doesn't happen, it's all right, but I got to try my best. You know, got to do everything to make sure it can happen. So like that before the preseason, I was just training my brother so much, getting stronger, trying to improve every side of my game. Really, you know,
Yeah.
getting ready for that preseason with the first team. I even like I had a high top. I cut my hair as well, bro. I was serious, bro. Cut my hair serious because you know some managers don't like joke things, bro.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to take no risks, bro. I cut my hair, everything.
Them
I
ones,
was
man.
serious, and then yeah, preseason came. Luckily, the manager liked me from the beginning, really. And I just worked hard, played well in the preseason games, and then came the first game of the season, and I was still there in the first team. I didn't
Yeah.
go back down to the B team, and then came to the first match. We're in the meeting room. This guy just puts the lineup, and I see my name in the lineup, and then starting on my debut in La Liga. That was
Crazy.
wow. I'll never forget that, man. And yeah,
So what?
that game was
Well,
sick, man.
so you're a record holder, youngest Englishman to play in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Liga. Mad.
Yeah. Not many English people come in La Liga, bro.
Huh?
That's why. Not many
Oh
English
yeah,
people
yeah.
come to play here, bro.
It's true. It's true. But then
That's why.
what you've done is obviously you've opened up a pathway. You've shown that it's possible. So you're obviously
Mm-mm.
like you know, you breaking the rules, changing the game, innit?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's mad still.
That's true. I never looked at it that way, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like when I
Yeah.
seen that, I was just like, wow, like you know, gone clear, like you know, it's crazy, man. It's so sick.
Thank
Like
you. Thank you.
how was it? How was it playing against, you know, Messi, playing against Barcelona, playing against Real Madrid? Like,
Yeah, those experiences are bad because the teams that you've been watching since young, bro. And yeah, man, you've been watching them since young, and you're finally playing against them. And like you come against, I was against Marcelo, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
And I was just tackling him and pressing him and trying to get the ball off him, trying to beat him 1v1. It's mad. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just going from watching them on TV and trying to be like them and being on the same field as them, you know? And yeah, we beat Real Madrid 4-1 actually at home.
Bro.
That was mad.
Oh, I saw you scored.
Yeah, but it got disallowed, didn't it?
Oh, man.
Yeah. But yeah, and then played against Barca, same thing again, playing against one of the best players in the world, Messi, man. And like a lot of the times as well, you see them get the ball, and because you watch them so many times, you kind of know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
You get me? So Messi got the ball sometimes, and I saw Jordi Alba doing the run. I knew he was gonna chip it over, bro.
Okay.
You get me?
So
or like,
did you still stop it?
Yeah. Or like that, I stopped that one, and like against Real Sociedad, I played against David Silva, innit? And like I saw him chip it over the fence so many times, and I saw Monreal running. I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna do it again. So that helped.
Yeah. So obviously,
football,
like watching them. So actually, watching them and then playing it helps, innit?
It does.
Yeah, that's mad still. So what, at these points, would you like, I'm living a dream, like, I've made it? Like, do you ever feel or think to yourself then that?
Oh, a lot of times I think like, wow, I'm so privileged to be in this position, you know, like, I've been like in the academy with all your teammates, everything, and then like, you know, you're one of the only ones that are playing in the first team right now, you know.
Yeah.
Even though we're young and we have a lot of time, obviously, to get in the first team and that, like, there's no rush. But yeah, I'm in the first team already, and at a young age, and it's such a privilege, and that's what I think about. Like, I'm lucky to be here, and I need to keep working hard to be here. Otherwise, you know, someone else will come take your place.
Exactly, and that's the mentality to have, you know, because you know you see a lot of young players that they get complacent in it, but having that, you know, that attitude of gratitude, that's what helps to obviously keep you on top of the game and everything.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it's mad. So obviously being out there, like, how has it been, like, away from your friends that you made in England, maybe away from family and that? Like, how have you coped with it?
Yeah, my first season was a bit tough because I always wanted to go home when we had like 2 days off. I always wanted to go back to England quickly, see my friends and family, and come back. But the second season, it was COVID. Yeah. Like, you couldn't travel on that. I stayed here for the whole year and went to national team and that, but never went home in London, isn't it?
Right.
For a whole year. And that was a bit tough, but it wasn't that deep because I was used to living in Spain. Like Spain was like my home now. So it was good, man. It was fine. It was all right, man.
That's good. Yeah. So what? Have you learned a bit of Spanish and that?
Of course, bro. It's coming to my third year, isn't it? So yeah.
So what, are you fluent now?
Yeah.
Man, like, are you trying to drop a little something?
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Say, I've played against Messi.
He jugado contra Messi.
Okay, yeah, that's hard still. That's hard. No, it's mad. But obviously, like, you know, the part where we said about like the beyond football and like who you are, like, I feel like, you know, as well as, you know, doing other stuff productive and that, like, the identity beyond football also like involves like your faith and that, like, so how important do you think that your faith and that is like to your identity beyond football and that?
Yeah, I think it's really important because without that, like, you have nothing, you know. It's really important to have faith for me. Obviously, everyone with their own beliefs, but like, I'm Muslim and I believe that, you know, yeah, you need to always thank God for everything, even in the worst situations. You know, you gotta thank Him that the situation is not as bad as someone else's. You know, and He knows why you're in that situation, and it's all a test, really. And like, you gotta You gotta appreciate it all, bro. Gotta appreciate it all, and have faith.
Yeah, word, man. Literally, like it's important that I've been wanting to obviously get that out there because obviously, it's important to me as well as a Christian. Like at the end of the day, like beyond football, like having an identity in your faith, or as a Christian, having my identity in God. I know that, listen, no matter how I play on the weekend, no matter how I train, whatever happens in football, I know that, listen, I'm still loved by God. I still have other things to be grateful for. So having that
Yeah.
in the back of my mind, I know that, whatever happens in football doesn't really need to affect me, even though, like, obviously you care and everything, but, it's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, it's still God's plan. And at the end of the day, it's all for God's glory, innit? So that's it. I feel like
Literally,
that's
man.
it.
When I lose a game or something, and I play really bad or something in the game, I just remember, like, it helps me to remember that, like, fam, what is football, fam? What
Yeah,
is it?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
really, really, truly, what is it? Like, what is the worth of it?
Word.
Okay, you care about it, and like, it's your profession, and you make money, and you need to make money and stuff, and
Yeah,
like, you need to do well to keep your position, all of these things. But at the end of the day, as you said, it's not the end of the world.
yeah.
There's a lot of things out there, like,
Trust me.
yeah,
Trust
bro.
me, man. So what, like, obviously, signing for Valencia, moving abroad, playing in the La Liga, you know, playing internationally for the USA men's team, like you get all this social media attention and everything. Like, how is that? How is like the behind the scenes of a rising baller? Because
Yeah,
that's what you are. You're right. You're a rising baller, isn't it?
yeah, I guess. I get a lot of like at that stage you get a lot of interviews, and you get a lot of people asking you questions, the same questions really, but they're still asking you them. And yeah, you just have to know that you realize it's because of what's happening. The
Yeah,
better you do in football, the more attention you're gonna get, and
yeah,
that's how it is. But yeah, you don't really have to. It's just part of the game, really. People just want to know who you are. People want to know more about you as you're doing better. And that's it, really. Nothing more.
yeah. So what? How is it like? The traction on your social media accounts, like the comments and that? Do you get abuse? You get, as well as the love and everything?
Yeah, sometimes, but like it's not much. Luckily, the Valencia fans are alright with me and stuff. And yeah, I get a lot of love actually, and I appreciate that a lot. And that's the most important thing.
Nah, that's
There's
beautiful.
good people out there.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. That's good to hear, man. Nah, it's been good, man. Obviously, getting that insight into your journey, man. Thanks for jumping on, bro.
No problem, bro. Anytime.
Thank you, bro. This has been the Beyond Football podcast, and we out, man. I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
it.